So, Simon's leaving today. How'd you like America?
It was nice. Nice people. Yeah.
So, he was here for 3 months and now he's headed back home to Austria.
Yeah. Switzerland.
Oh,
Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were from Austria.
Yeah,
Holy shit, he's been here for 3
I'm
months.
in the school in Austria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was something there. Anyways. So he's leaving.
Yeah.
I'll bring him up there.
And my mom's gonna bring him to Montreal to the airport.
Yeah.
So we are getting to the end of Enosburg, and I got one more pass here, and I got something behind the barn, behind the house, and Enosburg is all chopped. I did have the camera for a while, but I just had no interest in recording. Shit was going wrong the whole time. The head was being a pain in the ass. As soon as the dew was completely off of it at the bottom, it ran fine again. But until then, man, it sucked. It plugged and plugged. Probably gotta do some work on it for next year. Well, you're all set. You don't have to come back. Little field behind the house. And we're gonna do some pasture section.
Oh, is over there?
No, you're all set.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I probably gotta fold up the wings. Probably one, maybe 2 loads back here. It's not a big section, just a little field.
So, could you drop off that Knuckle one box at the house? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Just a little tiny field. Pretty dry, this little section. Pretty dead. We're out by the big pasture. That's what we used to call it. Wow, it's fucking rough. Jesus Christ. 2 years ago we still had cows in here, but last year we swapped it for corn. The drier spots had really nice corn. I think if we didn't have quite as much rain, it wouldn't be too bad.
You need me to follow around?
No, I'll make it around. rough. How's the chocolate? Good? I don't know if Marcus or Andreas put it on camera. Alex almost told her truck yesterday, or at least a nice section of it. She backed into the white truck. They ripped her right side mirror off the door. It bent her intake, filter housing, and they lifted the hood up and bent that fucker right around. But they stuck it back on. We bent the air breather back for now. We probably will have to get a different hood. It is pretty mangled. You gotta hold it, tie it down in place for right now. It takes 2 or 3 people to open the hood up for right now, but at least we can still keep driving for the. We'll finish it during the, and we'll fix it in the winter. What'd you do? Wait, eat your chocolate?
Well, it's the next day. Didn't record really anything yesterday because Christoph had it with him in the chopper, and to tell you the day ended shitty would be an understatement. The chopper head just was plugging so damn much. The frustration level is to the point where the last 10 loads of corn that we're gonna chop into this bunk, we put the 6-row on. Christoph just got it on because that's how he stopped last night. We just stopped chopping, and he put it on, and now the metal detector isn't working and we can't chop it. Well, we gave Roger a phone call. He showed us which wires to mess with underneath. We've had this problem before, but it has been a while. Kind of forgot what it was, and Christoph crawled under there, spliced the wire back together, and she's going. A little 6-row that could. At least this thing we ain't gonna plug up. He's gonna build air. We've been sitting for a long time. He's rolling. Not as wide as you remember, Christoph. It's not an 8-row. But with this thing, he is gonna take all 6 rows. When he's got the 8-row, he takes 7. A lot of times just because there's a straggler here and there, and he doesn't have to be as precise driving. I guess I could drive down there real quick. I don't have my mom's car, I have Garrett's truck, so corner stocks aren't as big of a deal. Slimy, but not bad at all. Well, last night when the head broke, Christoph was unsure if we were gonna cover it or not today, which is how it was, and leave those last bit and pick them. But we decided, because of the field that we're in, and it's only that much left, we're like, we'll just slap the 6-row on it, even though it gave us issues this morning, and we'll finish putting that corn in the bunk. And I don't know if the camera picks it up, but that field, I had it kind of planned out to where that field would finish filling this bunk in to be pretty level, and that back corner there And then right there, kind of the whole front really, it's leaning downwards like this, and I want it to sit level or like this. So I had it done, and it wouldn't have been the end of the world if we covered it like this, but kind of like to get the bunk a certain way. And when loads are coming in, it's always a little harder to get the exact shape that you want. So I was doing it right there at the end. I almost had it, and then the corn head broke. But we'll get it now today. Loads are gonna come a little slow, which is good for shaping reasons. When you're pushing fast, just trying to keep the trucks rolling, you kind of just do what you can to get it out of the way. Do a little recording, and there we go. Put almost all of it back here on this end of the bunk, bring it up, and should shape it exactly how we want. At least Roger, he is awesome service for choppers. Second to none. He's always gotten us rolling again. I don't know how many years he's worked on our choppers, but I think basically forever that we've had John Deere's. Well, this is Alex's last load for this bunk. She's cleaning off the corn from the top of her box there. That way it doesn't sit on there. And I think there's one more load coming, Philip. And then this bunk's gonna get closed in after. Ferdy's grabbing the excavator. And then all we'll have left is in maybe 1 or 2 weeks, depending when that late corn got planted late, that's why I'm calling it late corn, dries up. We're gonna stick it in the snaplage bunk that's right across that house trailer. That's gonna get moved. It's just parked there. And we have some grass in there that we're feeding out of right now, but by the time that corn's ready, that grass will be out of there, and then those two bunks right there that would be both snaplage are gonna be both corn. Just one's the cook pile and one's gonna be normal corn. So as soon as she moves out of my way, I can push this up and we'll be good to go. She's just cleaning it off. She doesn't want it molding on there, which I don't blame her. That last 1.5 feet, there we go. It does a nice drop like that. And then it drops again in a little bit. Box has always done that. Someone in the comments might know why, but the other trailer doesn't do that. It just drops nice and fast. This one, those last 3 drops are just bang, bang, bang. She's had a rough corn season. There's one more thing that occurred that hasn't made it on camera, and maybe when we get to fixing it we will, but tensions were high that day. She was not a very happy camper. So there was more than just that leg that happened. It happened 2 days ago. What else happened? So he just packed the back, and then he came around with the Volvo and he packed the sidewalls here. They look nice and steep, how we like it. We can put sand as much as possible, and then we'll throw some plastic and tires on the sides and everywhere and cover it up. Gerhard and Christoph are getting some new sand. They got 1 truckload. They're getting a second one. I don't know if we'll need the whole second load, but they're gonna have it here, and then we'll dump out what we need, and then that way we like to clean this top spot off after, because once all these bunks this is the last bunk that fills here in this area, and after that we don't have to mess around with having to push off, fill in the bunks, and we can park trucks here normal again. But it is always nice being able to push off from the top of a bunk. Tyler's here. He was driving truck just barely, and he's gonna help us cover this bunk in a little bit once we get everything set up. And that last sidewall, I'm just packing Ferdy's excavator tracks because as he's beating the sidewalls, it kind of fluffs up this corn again, and we gotta pack it back down. The sand would do the same thing, but since I'm waiting, I might as well do it. So I don't know if this will be a decently long video or a short one, but it'll be a little while, probably till I record again, because I am very backed up, so it's gonna give me a nice little break. Maybe I'll record if we chop East Richford, maybe I won't, depending on how many videos I have put together, because I've been just recording and stockpiling it on my computer and having it like that. Can get to being a lot when you record every single day, but this is kind of the time of the year that people want to see the stuff, so I gotta do it, and I can just kind of space out the videos a little bit. It allows me to go a while without recording, and I guess you guys kind of fall behind on up to date what's going on, but you get to be able to see exactly how corn season went for us with me doing it like this. So I don't know which way people want to see it, but it is the way that I'm recording it because it's the easiest for me. Look at Tyler, he's on his little mini four-wheeler. Alex shoveled all that kind of corn that's been sitting on the sides away. I back dragged it forward, cleaned that up. We're grabbing some tires with a John Deere. Ferdy is using the excavator to put big tires on the face. Plus, we put green tarp on the face this year for the first time. We're putting under the tires on the face, and then on the top of the bunk, we're putting it on top of the sand. That way, when we unroll, it's easier. Well, they got this bunk all covered. Got the green tarp on there to stop the raccoons because they've already made 15 holes in our big bunk. So there will be measures taken to fix that issue. Anyways, yeah, you can't say it on YouTube, but if you know, you know. Philip's gonna clean up this mold here and the sand, and that way we can get trucks up here.